Get ready for the action because we are diving straight into the NFL news. We start with Colin Cowherd's absurd QB rankings, where he places Lamar Jackson in a spot that absolutely nobody expected. We break down why Jackson isn't where he should be and what the real implications of that ranking mean for the league right now.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at what the Ravens' own leadership thinks about this situation. Eric DeCosta lays out his confidence in Lamar Jackson, detailing how he believes the quarterback has handled the transition to the new offense and is poised for a massive year heading into 2026. Now we shift focus to the AFC North landscape. We are ranking the quarterbacks in the division after significant coaching changes, examining the elite status of Joe Burrow, the veteran presence of Joe Flacco, and the tough competition surrounding Lamar Jackson in this intense division. Finally, we tackle the big picture, Lamar Jackson's future. We explore the massive trade options facing the Baltimore Ravens as they navigate his contract situation, looking at potential destinations like the Atlanta Falcons, Arizona Cardinals, and Minnesota Vikings. Don't miss out. Stay tuned for more breaking news. Colin Cowherd's recent quarterback rankings have sparked debate, particularly concerning Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson's placement. While Jackson is widely recognized as an electrifying force in the NFL, his ranking on Cowherd's show, The Herd with Colin Cowherd, was surprisingly low, landing him 5th among the top quarterbacks. This placement has drawn scrutiny given that the AFC is considered stacked with elite quarterbacks. Cowherd justified his ranking by citing the top 3 AFC quarterbacks as Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow. He then positioned Lamar Jackson alongside Justin Herbert and Drake May, suggesting that while they possess huge upside, their floor may be lower and they are prone to more mistakes. The commentary immediately ignited discussion regarding the comparison between Jackson and Joe Burrow. Proponents of Jackson argue that their teams often engage in high-scoring shootouts, and in head-to-head matchups, Jackson holds a significant advantage. They also point to Jackson's superior wide receiver duo, contrasting it with Burrow's offensive strengths. Furthermore, the comparison between Justin Herbert and Lamar Jackson was deemed ludicrous by some observers, as Jackson's career success is viewed as superior. While Jackson has faced postseason struggles, critics noted that Herbert's recent playoff performance, including a 0-3 record and high turnover rates, presents a different set of challenges. Ultimately, the consensus among some analysts is that placing Joe Burrow in the same tier as Mahomes and Allen, while excluding Jackson, is an erroneous assessment. Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson is positioned for a significant season, with team leadership expressing strong confidence in his performance as the team transitions into a new offensive era in 2026. Eric DeCosta, a Ravens insider, believes Jackson has successfully navigated the shift, suggesting he has handled the transition exactly as Baltimore had hoped. Speaking on 105.7, The Fan with Bruce Cunningham and former Ravens and Super Bowl champion Femi Ayanbadejo, DeCosta detailed Jackson's offseason approach and the adjustments required to learn the new offensive system. DeCosta praised Jackson's demeanor, stating, "I think he's got great energy. He's excited. I think he's really done a great job being here, learning the new approach of the offense and the terminology and all those things. It's not an easy thing to do for anybody, but I just think it's just a great vibe." The Ravens organization remains highly confident in Jackson heading into the upcoming season. Internal expectations for the franchise quarterback entering 2026 appear exceptionally high, signaling that Baltimore is poised for another elite campaign. This sentiment aligns with reports suggesting Lamar Jackson is set to have a massive year. The AFC North quarterback landscape is undergoing significant shifts as off-season changes ripple through the division, marked by departures of head coaches Mike Tomlin, John Harbaugh, and Kevin Stefanski. While Pittsburgh awaits a decision from Aaron Rodgers, and a familiar face is nearing a return to action, the quarterback pecking order reveals a clear top two, with other teams trailing considerably. The rankings, released as the 2026 NFL Draft approaches, analyze the talent and strength of each team's quarterback group. Joe Burrow remains an elite talent when healthy, having demonstrated his prowess in 2024 by leading the NFL in passing yards and earning a Comeback Player of the Year award, despite significant injury setbacks. The Cincinnati Bengals boast what is considered the division's best QB room. They have bolstered protection and made defensive changes, and the return of Joe Flacco for another season, following a trade from the Browns, solidifies their position. The Bengals also benefit from veteran presence in the form of Josh Johnson and Sean Clifford. In Baltimore, the turmoil following Harbaugh's dismissal and the departure of offensive coordinator Todd Monken has led to major changes. Lamar Jackson experienced a challenging season, struggling with injuries and production, which spurred organizational shifts. With new leadership under OC Declan Doyle and talent additions like Penn State guard Alevevga Ione, Jackson is projected to bounce back in his age 29 season. Tyler Huntley has also been brought back to provide stability. Cleveland's situation is complex. While Lamar Jackson has Hall of Fame trajectory, his struggles last season were pronounced. The team has added depth, including the selection of Arkansas Taylon Green in the 6th round of the 2026 NFL Draft, though the group lacks significant excitement heading into 2026. Pittsburgh faces a challenging period at quarterback. Veteran Deshaun Watson is positioned as the likely starter following his recovery, potentially fitting the new offensive scheme under Todd Monken. However, other prospects like Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel show mixed results. The team has also taken a chance on Penn State's Drew Aller in the 3rd round, who requires significant development. Ultimately, the rankings place the Cincinnati Bengals at number 1, followed by the Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns in 3rd, and the Pittsburgh Steelers in 4th for the 2025 AFC North QB rankings. Lamar Jackson's future with the Baltimore Ravens is in jeopardy as the team has unilaterally restructured his contract, pushing his 2027 cap hit to $70 million. With no extension signed, the Ravens now face a critical decision: meet Jackson's financial demands or trade him before he becomes an unrestricted free agent. Analysts suggest 3 realistic trade destinations for the quarterback: the Atlanta Falcons, the Arizona Cardinals, and the Minnesota Vikings. Alicia Duartola of Fansided outlined the potential scenarios. She noted that the Atlanta Falcons, once a popular fit, have distanced themselves from pursuing Jackson, currently navigating quarterback uncertainty with Michael Penix Jr. and Tua Tagovailoa as backups. The Falcons could potentially offer the Ravens a stopgap solution. Conversely, the Arizona Cardinals are viewed as a prime acquisition target. Duartola highlighted that the Cardinals are in urgent need of a quarterback following the hiring of head coach Mike LaFleur and the acquisition of Jeremiah Love. Bringing in Jackson would serve as a major statement of intent for the franchise. For Jackson himself, the Minnesota Vikings present an enticing prospect. Duartola expressed strong interest, citing the potential for a strong offensive environment led by a QB whisperer like O'Connell and a receiving core featuring Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. While the Vikings have already secured Kyler Murray, he remains a viable trade sweetener for Baltimore. Ultimately, the situation suggests the Ravens may have lost significant leverage. While a trade is not guaranteed, the financial pressure and the evolving landscape mean that options for Lamar Jackson are definitely on the table.